Hello everyone, here is an opportunity to win exciting prizes by our Google channel. All you have to do is watch our free videos and answer in our comment box for the questions asked in between our videos. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Manjushri. In this video, I'll be explaining about force where objects are not in contact with each other. Even then, the force is exerted on two objects. That is, I'll be explaining about non-contact force. In my previous video, I have explained about force, and you can find the video of balanced unbalanced force, and I have made the video for contact force in which I have explained about muscular and frictional force also. So in this video, I'll be explaining in detail about non-contact force. Non-contact force means when two objects are not in contact with each other, but the force is exerted on it, then that force is called non-contact force. So to make you understand non-contact force, I have displayed few examples in my slide. That is, I have magnets, I have a cat where few objects are sticked on it, and there is the apple tree. Okay, what are these examples and how are we going to study about force using these examples? Okay, you might have heard about gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force, obviously. Magnetic force, I think you'll be familiar with that. Magnets, you might have played with it like anything. Okay, using these examples, I'll try to explain about non contact force. What is this non contact? Contact means I have explained in my previous video that when two objects, for example, if I lift this pen, if I drop this pen, if I do anything with this pen, then my hands are in contact with this pen, and my hands, the muscles which are there in my hands, those muscles are exerting force, and that force is muscular force where this pen and my hands are in contact with each other. But if I drop this pen, what happens? It went down. I need to lift it. So when I dropped this pen, it came down. Why didn't it go up? Why? Because some force is acting on this pen which is bringing it down. That is gravitational force. And that force is in not contact. We can't see it over here. That force we can observe even when the objects are not in contact with each other. That is non-contact force. Non-contact force means force between objects not in direct contact with each other. A non-contact force is a force which acts on an object without coming physically in contact with each other. That is a small example which I give. Anything we drop will come down, it will not move upwards because gravitational force. What is this gravitational force? I'll tell you in detail. So there is some force which will attract every object downwards, and that force is gravitational force, and that force acts on all the objects without coming in contact with any of the objects. Try to drop any of the object which is there near you and find out whether it's going down or it's moving up or it's flying. You can find it will be going down, and that will be due to gravitational force. And there only the object which you drop will be in contact with your hands, and the force exerted by other object will not be in contact with the object which you are dropping. And first I'll begin with magnetic force. Magnets, oh, you all might have heard about the word magnet. You might have played with it, right? So in some doors, like for example, if you go with along with your parents to ATM or some bank, in some office, you might have observed if you open the door and leave it, sometimes it will close by itself. and it will be locked. How? And you might have observed few things attracted by, that is, for example, keys or some iron objects will be attracted towards some of the object. Why? Which is making this objects attract is magnets. Magnets will be having that capacity of attracting objects, and it will be having two poles in it, that is, one is north pole and the other is south pole. And magnetic force means the force which is exerted by magnet. That is, for example, if we have two magnets and that will be having north and south pole, even if it is smaller or larger, that will be, magnets will be having two poles, one is north and one is south. And if we bring same pole nearer, same pole will always repel and opposite poles will attract. That is, there will be some force acting between these poles of magnet. That is, for example, in my first picture I have displayed a photo of magnet where I have shown north and north pole are trying to come in contact with each other, but there is some force which is pushing this poles away from each other, and that is repulsive force. And that force is acting between two poles even though those poles are not in contact with each other. Whereas in second example, I have displayed magnet which is having north and south, and magnet which is having a south and north pole, and there are two poles, and when opposite poles come in contact with each other, even though if they are not in contact, if they are nearer to each other, they'll try to attract each other, and that force is attractive force. And here that attractive force is induced, is created even though the objects are not in contact with each other, and therefore it is an example for non-contact force. And the irons which are attracted by magnets, that force of attraction exerted by magnets, even that force of attraction is not an example for contact force. Why? Because the object will not be in contact, the force will attract the iron towards the magnet, and that force of attraction is magnetic force. That is an example for non-contact force. Next is about electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is a huge concept. There are many things to understand about electrostatic force. So electrostatic force is one of the example for non-contact force. And first I'll explain you about what is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is a force exerted by charged body. What does this charged body means? What do we mean by uncharged body? So to explain you about electrostatic force, I have a pen which consists of molecules, atoms, and in normal, that is position, if it is kept on some of the surface, it will be in equilibrium state. That is, the protons and electrons which is there in this molecule, in this object, it will be equal, and that is called equilibrium state. And when I start rubbing this object with other object, what happens? The molecules which is there in this object will be disturbed and they will start moving, and this object may lose protons or electrons. When this object loses protons, this will be negatively charged. Why? Because if it loses protons, there will be more number of electrons in it when compared to protons. Therefore, it will be negatively charged. And if when I rub this, if this object loses electrons, then this will be positively charged. And this is one of the method how we charge an object. And when this charged body comes in contact with another charged or uncharged body, there will be some force exerted by this object, and that force is called electrostatic force. And to make you understand electrostatic force, I can give you one example. If you that is if you comb your hair, what you do is, once before you comb your hair, try to bring the comb near the paper which is available near you, and what you can observe is the comb will not do anything with the paper which you bring towards the comb, but you start using the comb, and once you finish your work, what you do is again bring that comb near the paper which you held it before you using the comb. What happens is you can observe attraction of paper pieces which is near the comb. Why this attraction is? Comb is an object which occupies space and has mass. That means it is a matter, and it is composed of molecules, and those molecules will be having atoms which have positive, which will be consisting of protons and electrons, that is positive charges and negative charges. When you start using the comb, that is that object which is having positive and negative charges, what happens is that comb may lose some protons or electrons when you use it, and it will be charged. When you bring that comb nearer to paper which will be in equilibrium state means what I told, where the protons and electrons will be equal to each other. When you bring the comb nearer to piece of paper after using, with the comb will be charged and it will start attracting papers. Why? Because while using it might have lost protons or electrons. When we bring that charged comb nearer to paper, it will start attracting the charge which is lesser in that object. For example, if I use the comb, and when I use the comb, if electrons are lost in that comb, then that comb is positively charged. When I bring the comb nearer to piece of paper, it will start at, that is attracting the electrons from paper, and that force of attraction is called electrostatic force. That is, electrostatic force is exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. What happens when we bring two charged objects? There will be repulsion. Even that is a force of repulsion. So there can be force of attraction or force of repulsion when charged body comes in contact with another charged body or uncharged body, and that is called electrostatic force. Next is about gravitational force. Very interesting concept. Gravitational force. What is this? Gravitational force means any object on this earth will be attracted towards the earth surface. That is, if we jump, we will fall back on earth. If we throw anything, it will fall back on earth. You can see a picture where fruits are falling, leaves are falling. It is on the floor. Why? It is on the earth. Why? And here also, in the second picture, you can observe there are planets which are rotating around each other. Why? Why is because there is some force which attracts each and every object, even as objects, towards the earth's surface, and that force of attraction, which is that is that force of attraction which each and every object experiences, is gravitational force. Gravitational force is the force exerted by, it is the force which is exerted by earth, and it is not a contact force. Why? Because even though if we are not in contact with earth, that is, for example, if I drop this pen is in contact with my hands, not with earth, but still this is falling down. The earth is exerting some force that is called gravitational force. It is attracting the object, and that object is experiencing the gravitational force, but that object is in not contact with other object. Even then there is a force which is exerted, and that is called non-contact force. And the force which is exerted by earth, which attracts all the objects towards the earth surface, is called gravitational force. And gravitational force is always attractive force, whereas in magnetic and electrostatic force, I told it can be attractive force or repulsive force, but magnetic force act between the magnets or magnet and the object which it attracts or repels, that is rejects. But whereas in electrostatic force, the force will be acting between charged and two charged bodies, or a charged and uncharged body. Gravitational force will be acting between always earth and all the objects above earth. But here the force exerted by earth is always attractive force. That is, gravitational force is an attractive force that exists between all objects with mass. An object with mass attracts another object with mass. The magnitude of force is directly proportional to masses of objects, two objects, and inversely proportional to square of the distance between two objects. That is the formula for gravitational force. And here I have displayed few examples. That is, gravitational force, where we can observe is the force that causes a ball you throw in the air to come down. Not only ball, any objects we throw, it will make the objects to fall down, because the force of attraction will be there always from the earth, which attracts the objects. And also that is, moon is revolving around the earth. Why it is revolving is because due to gravitational force, which is making attract the moon and to revolve around it. And revolution, that is, the all the planets which is rotating, and that is due to gravitational force. And fruits falling from fruits, leaves, everything falling from the tree will be moving towards the earth, and that is due to gravitational force. So in this video I have explained about non-contact force, in which I have explained about magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force. Magnetic force is force exerted by magnets. It can be attractive and repulsive. Electrostatic force is a force which are exerted between charged and uncharged or two charged bodies. Even there it can be attractive and repulsive. Gravitational force is a force exerted by earth on all the objects, which will only attract. That is, gravitational force is an attractive force. And all these three are example for non-contact force. Non-contact force is a force exerted by an object even though the objects are not in direct contact with each other. This is about types of force. In my next video I'll be starting with one more concept, making use of all this knowledge, that is force, types of force. In my next video I'll be explaining about pressure. Thank you.